Guys, let's be honest. How many of us watched Iron Man and thought how cool it will be to be fucking Tony Stark for one day? With the big high-tech house on the cliff, the billions on the bank account, and the garage full of toys. But then you wake up from a daydream and look at your account, which has rolled into the fetal position at the end of the month, and you realize that for this dream you need a lot of money that you don't have.
Whoa, 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 wait a second. It's not that complicated. You don't need to be a billionaire. All you need are three things. Number one, a nice suit. Number two, the right sunglasses. And number three, the right car. So like this. And now, nothing stands in the way of the whole thing. Hey, where's the firework? What? We are a small channel and we have not enough budget? God damn! Anytime I'm watching Iron Man, I always ask myself following question. I mean, let's be honest. How realistic is it that a billionaire like Tony Stark really decides to go for an Audi R8? Because, I mean, billionaires drive cars like Bugatti, Pagani, or Koenigsegg. And so, at the end, I come to the conclusion it must fulfill minimum two tasks to be really interesting for a billionaire. Task or criteria number one it must be very good daily usable and some kind of also practical. And the even more important point is it must be very exciting and emotional for driving to be really interesting for a billionaire.
Now if any one of you are thinking, what? Does Aiden lose his fucking mind? Which billionaire only sets two criteria for its car? Billionaires are much more demanding. Okay, then listen, write me and comment in the comment section. Which criteria you think can also play an important role? And while you're at it, come on, subscribe to the channel and hit the like button, so we can finally afford the fireworks for the next video. Back to the video.
We cannot talk about the daily usability of a car without talking about practicability of the car. What means the whole interior with all the compartments and also how big the trunk is. In the interior it is like this. The R8 has overwhere some small compartments. Starts left and right with the door compartments and goes through the middle part with the compartment for the mobile phone and other stuff. You also have a big glove box. I mean big in case of a sports car. Same story in the middle part. You have here two cup holders and behind you you have a bigger glove box. What really gives an extremely good practicability to this car in case of the interior. And don't forget, that's a super sports car. But hey, what's about the trunk? I mean, that's an important thing when we're talking about daily usability. And in the case of the Audi R8, you have 112 liters at your disposal. I mean, that's a lot for a super sports car. What means you can really use it without any problems daily. You can go shopping. You can also throw inside luggage for two persons for some holidays. And all that together gives them this GT qualities.
GT qualities. But what that means? If you search for GT car on Google, then press the enter button and scroll down to Wikipedia and read it, you will find out that GT stands for Grand Tour, which means a big tour, and that this refers to highly motorized sports cars that are suitable for long distance drives. So cars which are sporty and comfortable.
Audi is famous for its comfortable cars, and I mean at the end I'm really doesn't wondering that this car also became of this Audi comfortness DNA. You have also, like by the most Audi, the drive select button where you can choose comfort mode, for example, and you immediately realize how much comfortable this car becomes. It gets much more silent. Everything feels more softer. The steering wheel, the acceleration procedure, everything. And so it really feels like a great sporty car for daily using. No joke. You can really use it driving around town, driving a pass road with open roof by sunny weather, like we do it here right now, and you can really enjoy every centimeter of the road in this great working comfort mode, in this great working chassis, with this very cultivated engine that right now has some kind of difference. So like, for example, 5 minutes before, when we drove him in the performance mode, it is really an impressive car. It is impressive because it's unbelievable how fast and quick, and even more important, how perfect he can switch between this beast, this performance beast, and now to a really cultivated, daily usable, luxurious and comfortable Audi. It drives some kind like an Audi RS4, even quieter than an Audi RS4 in the right setting. And don't forget, this car has the V8, the V10, which is always famous for its screaming noise. It is such a great car, really, to use it also daily. Of course, in case if you have the money to use it daily. You really feel this Audi DNA. And with one button, it switched to a monster. Oh yes, like this. Let's jump to the major task, and the major task is how emotional and how spectacular this car drives. And for this, we press one button, the car jumps to the performance mode, we deactivate the traction control, hit the gas pedal, and it starts to get glorious. It starts to get legendary. The way how this car drives, the way how this car feels and sounds. Oh my God, I get goosebumps. I cannot imagine that a billionaire's soul doesn't get touched by the way how this car accelerates and sounds. Doesn't matter which car he drives before. There is this typical quattro behavior on the road, this mechanical grip. We have cold tarmac, outside temperature 2 Celsius degrees, and this car still has a very, very great mechanical grip to the tarmac. Even we have the wrong tires, what means we have summer tires. Yeah, you heard it right, we have summer tires. But it's absolutely no problem for this car to bring all that power and all that grip to the tarmac. And I mean, that's really the quality of Audi. That's the quality of Quattro. And that's really what makes me so emotional about this car. And what makes me even more emotional is when I'm thinking about that this car is no more in production. The production stops exactly last year at March, and it's so sad when you drive this car and you realize there will be no successor to this car. There will be no other car like this. But it also lets you know how important it is to enjoy the possibility to drive one of those last Audi monsters with the screaming V10. That jumps from corner to the corner spectacular, doesn't matter which weather conditions, with this abnormal mechanical grip, thankful to the Quattro system of this car. It is unbelievable how it drives. I mean, I drove a lot of cars, but you see how emotionally I'm getting in case of this car. Wow, what a car. It is really the right car for a billionaire like Tony Stark, because it made it to touch your soul. Really doesn't matter which car you drive before. If you drive it right, if you drive it sporty, it touches your soul. If you drive it easy, round town, in the right mode, in the comfort mode daily, it also makes you happy because you still drive this monster. But it drives so well in case of its behavior in the right mode, in the comfort mode. It do everything right, it do everything well. I'm searching for the right words. Such a great car, such a great car. It makes you addicted. It makes you want more and more. The way how this car drives, how it accelerates, how it performs through the corners with that great quattro system, with this unbelievable technical, mechanical grip. It's such a dream car.
Holy shit, no wonder the R8 managed to inspire you so much. After all, he and the Italian Bull share the same DNA strand: engine, transmission, drive platform and chassis. In short,
what is the best number? By the way, there's only one correct answer.
of course 80. And that's why the R8 and the Lambo share 80% of everything. The missing 20% is the philosophy and the design. While the R8 is more suitable for everyday use and more comfortable, the Lambo is more aggressive and exclusive.
It's such a dream car. It's such a dream car. Not only the way how it looks like, not only the way how it sounds, even more the way how it performs, how it drives. I could imagine how great this car is in summer with summer tires by warm conditions. I mean, if I'm really so fascinated by the way this car drives by cold temperatures, wet conditions, with that kind of summer wheels, it's sick how then this car must drive by perfect summer condition. I mean, the perfect car for weekend warriors, the perfect car for daily using, for people who have money to afford this car as a daily or as a weekend car. A really lovely dream car. What a car! Bah! Anytime when I'm switching from the sport mode over the drive select to the comfort mode, anytime it catches me again. How can such potential car be such a great GT car? It drives so easy, it drives so comfortable, so smooth, so silent. So if you wanted that it drives silent, it drives silent. When you choose the right setting, the right mode. It is unbelievable. It is unbelievable how this car can switch immediately between a monster and a gentleman. Okay, there are not really many cars out there that they can do it this way like he do it. And also, you can still drive him by cold temperatures, like now 2 Celsius degrees outside temperature with an open rooftop, and you doesn't freeze. You doesn't freeze it. It is cold. But it's not cold, so I can still drive for 1-2 hours in this setting with my jacket and enjoy the day with this car. It's not freezing cold in this car, in this whole interior, because the way how this car shuts the wind over your head is perfect. It is all in all, it's really a great car. If you can live with a car with 2 seats, it's a perfect car that really fulfill every task. Okay, really every task. Enjoyable driving, round town, holiday driving. So drive somewhere on holidays, long term, no problem. Go to the racetrack, go to the mountain, driving some winding pass roads, like we was doing the whole day. Everything, no problem, with a good fuel consumption in case of all that. I mean, it's a V10 with a lot of horsepower, but the way how the consumption is, it's absolutely okay. It's absolutely fine for me. You should not forget which kind of car you're driving. It's such a great car. It's such a great car. Easy conclusion, it's the perfect car for people like Tony Stark and for idiots like me.